Apart from fast travelling, the helicopter is probably the best form of travel within Ghost Recon Wildlands, as it offers plenty of advantages other than just getting from A to B. Depending on the mission and the way in which you have decided to tackle it, using the right chopper and tactic could greatly benefit you in successful completion of your objectives. There's three types of helicopter that we have at our disposal. The first one is the AH-6 Little Bird. This is a light attack and assault helicopter used typically by special forces. It's quick and agile and can be armed with either rockets or miniguns, ideal for anything where speed and aggression is key. The second helicopter is the infamous UH-60 Black Hawk. Not as quick and agile as the Little Bird, but does provide better stability and control. It has better armour and more accurate firepower. If you're looking to swoop in and clear out an area with a team, then this would be my first choice. It's also a good choice for hostage rescue or target elimination when playing co-op, as you will have good support from the two miniguns either side of the chopper if you have to land. Last but certainly not least is the legendary Apache attack helicopter. I would consider this to be between the Little Bird and the Black Hawk in regard to controls. It has good armour and is armed with both rockets and cannon, and is obviously an excellent choice for an all-out attack. When it comes to flight controls, I know a lot of people, including myself, were left pretty frustrated, but with practice and with discovering the helicopter's capabilities, it really isn't half as bad as I first thought. Also, with practice comes confidence, which will enable you to pull off some pretty cool manoeuvres. So just to cover the controls quickly, we have throttle up, which will give you lift and increase altitude, throttle down or brake to decrease altitude, and then we have our directional movement. When hovering, the directional movement will turn you 360 degrees on the spot. To fly forward, it's simply a matter of throttle plus forward movement, so you just throttle up and move forward until the nose dips. You can then let go of the movement stick or button, and you will continue to move forward with just holding the throttle. This will enable you then to pan the camera to check your surroundings for recon of a base, for example. Turning while moving forward is simply a matter of pushing the thumbstick or directional button in the direction you want to go. And to make a sharper turn in, you just simply release the throttle button while continuing to turn. Pull back or push forward on the directional movement button or stick to increase or decrease altitude while moving forward. To come to a stop and hover, then just release everything. You will still have a little forward momentum, but nothing too much. You can then increase or decrease altitude using the throttle up and down buttons. Releasing all buttons is another way of stabilising the helicopter if you feel like you're losing control. When it comes to flying between, through or under obstacles, a top tip for this is not to try and look directly at the obstacle, as you will go where your eyes are looking. So try to look directly at where you want to go, but still being aware of the dangers you want to miss. Avoiding missiles is pretty easy and is simply done by either making a sharp turn or rocking from side to side. Something I see a lot of is players trying to land quickly but hitting the ground too hard and damaging the helicopter. So when coming in for a fast landing, what I find works pretty well for me is to release the brake before getting too close to the ground, as you will continue to have downward momentum even after releasing it. Hitting the throttle button will also counteract this if you feel like you're going to hit the ground too hard. Whether playing as part of a team or going in lone wolf, choppers can be used effectively for attacking the enemy. So for example, just before approaching a base, just order your team to open fire if playing solo, and they will rain down on the enemy. If you have been fired upon first though, your team should return fire automatically without being ordered to. When it comes to attacking convoys using a chopper, I would recommend setting up an ambush somewhere that gives you the tactical advantage, if you don't want to chase it down too much, that is. So in this clip for example, I have chosen a bend on the side of a hill, I wait for it to get close and then order my team to open fire. Using the Black Hawk with its miniguns makes the job an easy one. Choosing somewhere away from other enemies and obstacles will also make things that little bit easier and less complicated. And the last thing for this video, if approaching a mission low and your plan is to strategically position teammates, then this can be done in water as well as land. Also, if you fly close enough, then your teammates can board the helicopter straight from out of the water, which results in a pretty cool and fast extraction. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Any thoughts, drop a comment below, drop a like if you're feeling nice, and I'll catch you next time.